Black man has never lied. Black man has never said what he did not see, right? It is happening because exactly what black people actually warned these white people about is coming to pass. And now they are coming to admit to it. They are coming to voice out. They are coming to say that, yes, we were warned, we were told, we were informed that this is actually going to happen. And I love the fact that my black people are always there to say how things are at ease without sugarcoating. Black people are people that I know that whenever they want to point out something, they'll tell you point black. But the problem with these people is, which is the white folks, is they don't listen until it's happening. Now they will not be able to realize that this thing that these people actually said is now coming to pass. Anyways, welcome back again to the channel. My name is Sonia. If it's the first time to do it, subscribe, like this video, drop me your comment, and lastly, do not forget to share. Credit belongs to original creators of every clips and stitches we're going to be using in today's episode. This is just for educational purposes, not to come here and bash anyone. And I will let you guys watch by yourself so that you can hear what they actually have to say, and then I will come back with commentaries. Like I said, we do not support any form of fight here, and this is just for educational purposes. Credit belongs to creators in this video, and let's get right into it, guys. I'll be back with commentaries.
The US dollar is collapsing, and it's a direct result of the Trump Republican regime's policies that are gutting the US economy from the inside out. So here's what's happening, and stay with me because the plot thickens towards the end. The dollar just went through one of the steepest 6-month drops in history. And yes, I said history, not the last 5 years, not the last decade, not the last 50 years. In history, it's down 11%. It's stabilized for now, but experts say this is just a pause before the next crash because Trump's trade war and reckless spending have left America with twin deficits, a massive trade deficit and a huge federal budget deficit. It's like bleeding from two wounds at once. Stabilizing one wound only slows the death process. And follow for more at cultural analysis and culturalperspective.com, because understanding why this is happening is the first step in protecting yourself. Here's the cultural problem. The Trump regime sees power as a zero-sum game. They believe America must win by forcing others to lose. So they impose tariffs and punish foreign governments that hold U.S. debt. So predictably, the global investors are now pulling money out of U.S. assets. And when they sell off the dollar, it sinks even further. The Federal Reserve faces a weakening job market because of Trump is cutting rates. Lower rates mean even less attractive dollars worldwide. It's a spiral caused by the Trump Republican regime. So why are they doing this? And this is where the plot thickens. Manufacturing can't come back to America if the dollar stays strong. So Trump is weakening the dollar. The same America First policies that sound patriotic are actually designed to devalue American currency, which will devalue savings and devalue retirement accounts. So what happens to manufacturing if the dollar keeps falling? Nothing, because America doesn't manufacture anymore. Economies evolve through 6 stages of development: farming, industrial, manufacturing, services, knowledge and digital, and finally, sustainable economies. The US is already at stage 5, while places like the EU and China are moving towards stage 6. So no one talks about taking America back to stage 1, farming. It is a ridiculous idea. So why try and drag it all the way back to stage 3, factories? People don't want to work factory jobs anymore, and advanced economies never move backwards. And that's why Trump's plan to revive U.S. manufacturing is just stupid. You can't reverse decades of economic evolution, but you can destroy an economy and make everyone poor. And that is exactly what Trump and the Republican regime is doing. What are your thoughts on this?
Y'all want to know one real reason why America's crashing out like crazy right now? Mediocrity don't hit like it used to, baby. See, once upon a time in America, you could be real mid and still thrive. Mediocre effort, boom, you get a house, car, annual vacation, pension, hell, maybe even a boat. You could clock in, coast through the week, grill on Sundays, and still retire with dignity. But that era is dead and gone, baby. And instead of leveling up or adapting, they're mad, they're bitter, and they're not even blaming the billionaires. They blaming you. They have the audacity to blame me. They blaming immigrants, black people, queer folk, anyone they think is taking something that used to be theirs by default. See, they don't want equality. They want comfort. And when mediocrity no longer gets them that comfort, they start rewriting the rules to rig the game again. It ain't about fairness. It's about preserving the lie. The lie that being average should still be enough for them.
We're not heading towards a collapse. This is the empire actively collapsing. Like, we're in it. This is the part in the history books that like has a name to the event, but like we're in it, so it's not being named. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it was the Great War before they knew that there was going to be a World War II. And then, mind you, during World War One, they didn't know that it was going to be called World War One. You know what I mean? But we're definitely in the collapse. It's not the collapse is coming. No, like everything is failing currently, actively right now. The empire is collapsing right now. We are in the collapse of the American empire experiment.
In the event that you have the luxury of not being able to keep up with the state of the American economy, I apologize in advance, but I gotta be the one to put you on. If you want to remain ignorant, by all means scroll. But after this portion of the video, it's all facts, baby. All facts. All right, getting straight into it. We're going to be discussing the recession indicators as of August 2025. All right, and the information that I'm going to be giving to you is coming from the Washington Post. The name of the article is Long-Term Unemployment at Post-Pandemic High, Straining Workers and Economy. So I took a decent amount of notes from this article, so excuse me in advance, apologies in advance if I'm looking down a lot, but let's just get straight into it, right? So as of August 2025, 1 out of every 4 worker in the United States is unemployed and has been unemployed for at least half a year, right? This is a number that economists say is only seen during periods of economic turmoil. The first indication is employers have frozen hiring because of all of these tariffs that are being imposed by the Trump administration, as well as these policies that are crippling businesses, American businesses. They have frozen hiring. They're trying to wait everything out. They're trying to see the final effects of all of these tariffs and these policies. The second indication is layoffs are rising. Weekly claims for unemployment benefits or insurance has reached its highest level since October 2021. All right. The third indicator is 1.9 million Americans have been unemployed for at least 27 weeks, right? This is the first time in 4 years that there are more unemployed people in the United States than there are jobs. Now, this is the 5th recession indication. The unemployment rate has exceeded 25%. It is officially at 25.7%. Now, this has only happened 3 times since 1950, and it has always happened after a recession. After, not before. The first time that this happened was for 1 month, June 1983, after an inflation-fueled recession. The second time was for an 8-year stretch following the 2009 Great Recession. And the third time was for 1 year and a half after the COVID-19 pandemic.
You know, we can talk about increased prices and funds being cut, federal funds being cut, job layoffs and so forth. But when you know that you're truly going into a dark place economically, it's when you have those who have the ability to invest in America, in American infrastructure, American manufacturing, when they say they're not going to do it because tariffs are hurting them and the immigration crackdown is hurting them. Yale University had a closed-door meeting with a number of CEOs. In addition to that, they sent out a survey to CEOs. 62% said they will not be investing in infrastructure or manufacturing or technology because Trump's administration, their policies are impacting them. So what we have is layoffs everywhere, record-breaking layoffs. And you can't find work anywhere. You might be able to get a job at Myers and so forth, but that makes you functionally unemployed, meaning you're still living at poverty wages, functionally unemployed. And if you're sitting there waiting for another job that demands your skill set and can put you back in that higher salary bracket, you count on new companies, you count on new technologies, you count on just new stuff, new investments. And it's not happening. And that's not going to change. This is a really bad direction, guys. I don't know how to tell you. This is going to affect every kind of industry. I can't even begin to tell you. Wow. we're making America great again.
They're crashing the economy on purpose. They're doing this on purpose. But I really want to know what happens when Americans have, well, the working class Americans have nothing to lose, nothing to live for, because all of their money goes to their essentials and to their bills, and they no longer have money to buy anything that's for enjoyment. What would they use to distract them? Also, with them always constantly saying they're going to delete a lot of apps like TikTok and they can control the media, what people use to feel any kind of sense of belonging? So if people feel like they don't have their needs met in some kind of way, what will happen? Because eventually what will happen is that once people realize that their dollar does nothing for them, they'll be upset. What will y'all do then? Like, I still see you guys blaming other disadvantaged groups for the reason why the economy looks the way it does. And someone right now just bought a boat. You've been saving up for a shitty car, and someone just bought a boat. Now, I'm not saying that having money makes you a bad person, but we have to understand that a lot of the elite are purposely tanking the economy so they can buy it back for nothing and control everything. That's who you need to be mad at.
Hey y'all, so I'm not making this video to scare anybody. I'm not trying to be negative. I'm not trying to be a conspiracy theorist. I'm trying to be woke. I'm trying to wake my followers up to what's going on, right? I just read that if you work 40 hours a week, that you still won't even be able to afford a 2-bedroom apartment. If you work 40 hours a week, you will not be able to afford a 2-bedroom apartment. Keyword, apartment. Not house, apartment. What does that tell you about fucking United States of America? It's going to shit. We're going to shit. And I'm not saying to scare y'all, but it's scary. I don't know what's the best way to say this, but we're gonna have to protest. We're gonna have to protest. We're gonna have to fight. And we're gonna have to be strong. Cause shit finna get real. Even the MAGA supporters, even the Trump supporters, they ass struggling. The same people who voted for his ass, they ass struggling. He don't give a fuck about none of us. They only care about the rich. If you're not rich, if you're not wealthy, Trump don't consider you. He don't care. So everybody who voted for Trump, I don't care if you voted for Trump, Kamala, we gonna have to stand together. It's gonna have to be some type of unity, because the shit is looking rough. I seen another article. The U.S. military admits to spraying a black neighborhood with cancerous chemicals. Are you kidding me? Gas high as fuck. Bills high as fuck. Food high as fuck. You can't even afford a 2-bedroom apartment with 40 hours a week. And this is what we're doing? I don't have to make this up. You can go look all this up. Don't wait till, y'all, we can't wait till it's too late. We can't wait till it's too late. It's already looking shitty. I don't know what we're going to have to do. We're going to have to stop working as a whole. We're going to have to get out here and voicing our opinions, because they shut off Jimmy Kimmel. The statement he made was very inappropriate, but this hasn't happened. Jimmy Kimmel is a comedian. He's the least of our worries. He shuts off the TV for good. They're never going to air Jimmy Kimmel again. Jimmy Kimmel been on TV since I was a kid. Jimmy Kimmel will not be on TV no more because of a statement he made about one of Trump's colleagues. We all know who that is. I ain't going to say his name because I'm scared I might get my page took. But we all know. Over this one Caucasian male, okay? And I hate to bring up race in every situation, but this is what we still going through it. You know what I'm saying? And y'all, we're gonna have to love each other. I don't know what's going on. Parents, keep your kids in the house. Kids, stay in the house. Don't put your energy into too much of what the government is throwing out. We need to pay attention to what's really going on. Like that fucking nut head up there. Trump and the Republicans. That's who the new focus is on. Trump. You need to figure it out. You need to help us, or you need to get the fuck out of office. Period. Because we could have had Kamala, but no, the Republicans won, and it's making us crazy. Trump is trying to run for a third term. How? We can't. Or we all gonna be dead. We're gonna be dead, we're gonna be struggling, we're gonna be tired. So, listen. I know you love Trump. I know I know you confused, you don't know what to do. Baby, don't be confused. It's right there. It's in your face. It's in your face. That one item you used to pay $1 or some cent for, now you paying $10 for, is in your face. Yeah. Don't wait. Be alarmed. Be scared. I'm serious. And I hate that this video is 5 minutes long, but I have to say something. I got 2,100 followers. And if all of us get on the same page, I think we'll be all right. But we need the whole world to get on the same page. They are starving kids in Gaza. Okay? It's kids in Gaza right now fighting over food. Kids. You can see the bones in their rib cages and everything. We need some peace. Pray. All my prayer warriors, you need to pray. We need to pray. And don't think, and then, I'm a Christian. Okay? But I'm not waiting for nobody to come back. If he comes, he comes. But we gotta worry about today. Okay? He ain't came back today. He might come tomorrow. I don't know. But we need to figure out what it is. And I'm a Christian. But we need to figure out what it is we need to do to survive in this motherfucker. Okay? It's single mothers out here. It's single black mothers. It's single mothers, period. Single fathers. Single grandparents. Taking care of kids in the United States that's full of shit. The Hispanics, they getting profiled against. Black people, we been getting profiled against. This ain't nothing new. Welcome to the club. And I'm black. My whole family's black. Yeah. Hard N-word, nigger. Me, yeah. But we being profiled against. Mexicans. Black people. Even the white people. Trump don't care about y'all. He don't. He only care about people with this. A lot of this. We ain't got that. And we can't because the fucking world going to shit. How can we be somebody when everything's so expensive? Don't be scared, y'all. I hate that we acting scared when it's billions of us and only a couple of them. They know, like what Lil Baby said, they know we a problem together. Go listen to that song, turn my 4x4 GC3, ain't no more freedom to speak. I have a chance again. I even told the police. I find it crazy the police will shoot you and know that you're dead, but still tell you to freeze. Fucked up, I seen what I seen. I guess that mean hold him down if he say he can't breathe. It's too many mothers that's grieving. They killing us for no reason. They killing us for no reason. I don't see no skin color. We gotta love each other too. I know racism. Okay, cool. But we can't do it no more. No more. See people for who they are and don't look at skin. Don't look at their heart and look at their mind. We gotta love each other because shit is getting real. I'm not lying. And I'm not trying to be scary, y'all. I'm not trying to be just this, oh hell, she trying to be this. It's real. Look it up. We have to be serious. I'm serious. Look at me. I'm not playing. Look this shit up. The US is going to shit. We need to fight back. Fuck these jobs and fuck bills. Fuck Donald Trump. We gotta fight.
With very few exceptions, empires last about 250 years, and the United States is right on schedule. So according to John Glubb's theory, empires go through 6 stages over about 250 years. And looking back, he might just be right. The Arab Caliphate lasted about 250 years, the Mughal Empire about 240, the Dutch Golden Age around 220 years, the Habsburg Empire roughly 250, and the British Empire just over 250. The US has followed Glubb's 6 stages. It starts with the Age of Pioneers, followed by the Age of Conquest, Commerce, Affluence, Intellect, and finally the Age of Decadence. America's Age of Pioneers from 1776 to 1850 was a time of energetic founding, idealism, revolutionary spirit, risk-taking, included the Declaration of Independence, the Constitution, Lewis and Clark's expeditions, amazing and exciting times for the new country. Then the Age of Conquest, when the empire expands, grows its military, and consolidates its borders. This had the tragic Indian Removal Act of 1830, the annexation of Texas, the Mexican-American War, the California Gold Rush, and the Spanish-American War in 1898. Then the Age of Commerce from 1890s to 1945, when trade, infrastructure, and industry boom. This is the American Industrial Revolution, the Transcontinental Railroad, the Roaring Twenties. President Coolidge said in 1925, quote, "The chief business of the American people is business." That was followed by the Age of Affluence, 1945 through the 1970s, a time of mass prosperity, rising consumption with the GI Bill, suburban housing boom, rapid growth of the middle class, consumer culture, the rising consumption, and a wonderful time of optimism, especially if you were white. This was followed by the Age of Intellect, with rapid innovation, intense public debate, and ideological splintering. In the US, it was Silicon Valley, computers, the internet, AI, and culture wars. And finally, the Age of Decadence, from about 2000 to today. This is the end time of unsustainable debt, materialism, bureaucracy, the loss of civic virtue, and military overreach. The US debt is currently at 36 trillion. Trust in government at 22%. The US population is in 2 hostile camps. The American president attacks other countries with no consultation. The US military is on the US streets, arresting US citizens. People disappear in unmarked cars by unidentified masked agents of the government. If Glubb's theory looks like it's right on schedule, it is. The question isn't will the US fall, it's how many years or months does it have left?
Welcome back, guys. Thank you so much for watching to this point. And that is all I got for this particular video. Now, look at what is really happening now within the state of America. A lot of people are speculating already that America is not only going to crash, but America is actually going to end up becoming the poorest country. And of which, for someone like me, I do not pray for them to get to that stage. I do not pray for them to get to that point, because I said it in one video, like America is one place that a lot of us look up to when we were growing up. So it is sad seeing that it is crashing. It is not only crashing, and it is heading towards the point of becoming the poorest country. And no, that is not a prayer I have for my American people. But with the way things are going, that the government and the white supremacy do not want to consider things, I wonder where we are going to hit. Because like one of the ladies said in this particular clip that I played, mediocrity do not pay bills. Yeah. It doesn't. Because I don't understand why a president would just decide to make laws and orders without even considering the fate of the country in the next 5 years, in the next 20 years, or in the next 2 years. And the more you keep imputing these tariffs of a thing, the more it keeps affecting your people. But still, he still keeps playing deaf ears and still moving up and forging up with his life and thinking that this is the only thing he can do and this is one of the most important thing for him. Honestly, because every single day the dollar keeps falling. Even in Africa here, the dollar keeps falling. The dollar keeps falling. It keeps falling every single day. And a lot of us are already considering, instead of even pushing the money as dollar, let's just change it and make and turn it to pounds. Do you get what I'm trying to say? But for how long do we just keep quiet and fold our arms and just watch America keep crashing? Because today we'll wake up and we'll think that things are actually going to be better. The next day we're waking up to another different story, or we're waking up to another different tariffs, or waking up to another thing that, oh, there's nobody that actually want to come to the US anymore. We've not even done dealing with that. We are going to be seeing another different new visa, gold cards, signatures, and so on and so forth. Leaving what is more important. Leaving what is more important. The only thing that is important to this man is how he can clear the Washington, D.C. and make sure that Washington, D.C. is intact. Like, is that what Americans are looking for right now? Americans are looking for how we can move forward, how they can go forward, how they cannot be limited, how they can be able to feed, how they can be able to clothe. And a lot of factories is being shut down. A lot of people are now ready that they're no longer going to be doing business with the US anymore. Because why? The tariffs is hitting on them. And this man still think that the only thing he can do is the best decision. Now, most of them are coming back to realization and saying, yeah, the black people actually said this. They said it that we should not vote for this person. They said it that this person is actually not the person that can actually take us to our promised land. But at the end of the day, mediocrity, racism, and every other thing that can actually join together do not make us to like see the vision clearly. Now I think the vision is more clearer to them. But anyways, I pray that a lot of things get to be sorted out so easily. I pray. It is just a prayer because with the way I'm seeing things, this dictator is not even ready to like listen to anybody. His own is as he want to sign it, that is how it will be. As he want to say it, that is what it should be. That is what every single person should actually succumb to. A country that a lot of people are suffering is supporting another country to pull against another country. Like just let me know how we're going to be moving forward. Like there's just a lot of things that I wish I can say, but just because of the media's sake, I cannot just say it. Anyways, let me know what your thoughts is in the comment section. Like I keep saying in my videos, we do not support any form of violence. This is us just bringing out our opinion, and this is just for educational purpose. And credit belongs to the original creators of every clips and stitches we use in our today's episode. And I want you to tell me your honest opinion in the comment section. Where do you see American in the next 2 years, 3 years, 4 years? Where do you see US to be? I really want to get your honest opinion in the comment section. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe. And yes, with no further ado, I'm going to be saying bye and I'll see you guys in my next one. Do not touch the dial, come back for more videos because I got a lot for you guys to be able to consume. But let me know what you think about this video in the comment section. For now, I'll see you guys. Bye. Mwah.